Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. Old Johnny Somali. His past actions keep coming back up to bite him. Another one is likely about to hit him. We're going to get into that because it's a big deal. And he's in a lot of trouble. He was already in a lot of trouble, but this one is real bad. So already has the deep fake thing. That actually has him scared. I guess he's trying to beg to get that dropped. He is finally taking things seriously, maybe, because you never know with this clown. You know, he comes out and streams during his trial, but now he's gone silent again. Uh-oh. He's also still broke, which we found out thanks to Hank. His custodian, the guy that's responsible for him, is pretty much paying for him. So he's living off of that man's dime right now because he can't work. He's basically in a prison of his own making, old Johnny. But here is the official update. Ramzi Khalid Ishmael, Johnny Somali. The court has officially granted Ramzi's public defender's motion to delay the April 9th plea hearing and move the next trial date to May 16th. Same courtroom. So they're trying to figure out a way to get rid of that deepfake, which I don't think is going to happen. I think South Korea wants to make an example out of him. That's why they're pushing more charges. There's more charges coming. And one of them's really big. So this is the big one that everybody's talking about right now. Johnny Somali investigation in South Korea could lead to 10-year prison sentence for child harassment. This is a big one. Very serious charge. Just as serious as the deepfake charge that he has facing him right now. And keep in mind, this is investigation, but the police have already closed the book on this and moved it to the prosecutor. And it's now up to the prosecutor if they're going to charge him with this or not. I think they're going to. This is bad for him. So with the deepfake in this, he really could be looking at over a decade in prison. What an idiot this guy is. What a moron. So enjoy your time in Korea, sir. Enjoy your time in Korea. So better known, Ramzi Khalid Ishmael, better known as controversial streamer Johnny Somali, is reportedly under investigation by South Korean authorities for alleged child sexual harassment, a charge that could carry a prison sentence of up to 10 years with labor. If he is found guilty, the news was shared by lawyer and YouTuber Legal Mindset. So I have some updates that I want to go through. This is the big one. So this is Legal Mindset talking about how this has been moved to the prosecutor, which is big. He goes over these steps. He knows the law over there. This is why everyone goes to Legal Mindset for updates, because the guy knows what he's talking about, especially when it comes to South Korea, because he lived there for a while. So let's take a look at this.
Okay, so this is a huge one. This is massive. So what they're saying is the police and supplementary investigations have ended.
By the way, look at his face when he's hearing this. He knows he is screwed. He is in a lot of trouble. I'm going to play the clip that got him in trouble. We're going to go over all of it. But this is big. So this dude, I'm pretty damn confident he's going to South Korea prison. Because what's probably going to happen, and I could be totally wrong on here, but now that they've got this, they're going to make him plead guilty to one, and they'll drop one of them. They'll make him plead guilty to one, and they'll drop one of these two charges on him, because these are the two serious ones. This one and that deepfake one are really serious. And I think he's at least going to prison for a couple of months, maybe a year. Hell, it could be a long time. Remember, the deepfake charge has mandatory prison. So he's in a world of shit. And he finally, this is a face of instant regret. I think he finally realizes he is in trouble. Too little too late, though, man.
And it's been referred to the prosecutor. Now, let's go real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got our trusty Dusty. Let me minimize this and go over to our PowerPoint. Where is this? Okay. Our little chart, right? So what this means is, by and large, the police are done. Everything is done with step 2. Everything is at least with the prosecutor. So this is amazing, guys. This means that all of these charges we're going to talk about today, including the new charge, the very serious charge, the sexual charge, and it's a new sexual charge, is at the prosecutor's office. So this is amazing. This means that everything is ready to go. And when things go to the prosecutor, it is highly likely they will go to trial.
Yep.
It is very likely they will go to trial.
Yep.
So that is extraordinarily bad news for Johnny Somali.
Yeah, he's done. This is bad for him. So this count here, Johnny's Osomli, because he spells it differently. You can see it right there. He posts a lot of clips. Good account to follow if you want to keep up with a lot of the stuff going on. He's always clipping streams when Johnny does go live. This is what nailed him. This is one of the big ones. So he's in line here, and somebody sends TTS while he's in case TTS. So in case you don't know what that means, that's text to speech. So with these IRL streamers, how they usually make the majority of their money is they go around in public, and they have a speaker on, and people send embarrassing sound clips, maybe from a movie or something, or a song. Like, the biggest thing for a long time was these people would go around in public, and then somebody would send like a song or something with the N-word in it. They didn't do that here. I don't even know if they would know what that means in South Korea. But they know what this means. So somebody sent this, and it's in South Korean, but the translation is right there. And I want you to note all of the young ones here in this line, and this probably made them feel very awkward, which is what he's going to get in trouble for. That's the biggest thing, them feeling discomfort. I believe that's in the law.
아이들과 섹스하고 싶다 나는 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 아이들과 섹스하고 싶다.
So this is some place called Lottie World, which is like some kind of Disney thing. I don't know. It's like a place where kids go. So there's always tons of kids here. And this is what he's getting popped for. And shout out to Legal Mindset, who said he could probably get in trouble for this, and they could charge him if they wanted to, like months ago.
Oh my God. 아이들과
that can also get him in trouble. This moron. This is one of the dumbest guys I think I've ever covered in the years that I've been doing YouTube content. So he's going to go over it right here. Let's take a listen to this.
It's been referred to the prosecutor, right? Serious consideration of child sexual harassment. On September 30th, 2024, Johnny Somali created a huge public nuisance at Lotte World, eventually leading to him being kicked out and questioned by security. He's been charged and more likely indicted in the Western District for this crime. However, what he did in line for go-karts brings his crime to an even darker and more severe territory. While approaching the line with text-to-speech ready to play on full blast, Johnny said, "For kids, what is this? Oh yeah, let's do this. It's a bunch of little kids, bro."
Uh-oh. Not good. Not good, sir. And we
Here's
got
a new
more.
spicy charge. Messages that have been playing nonstop on his TTS all day, and he's going around children, and here's him knowingly and happily celebrating going around children to play sexual messages.
For kids? What is this? Oh yeah, let's do this. There's a bunch of little kids, bro. They're wondering where my parents are. I am the size of most of these fucking kids.
So the text to speech is muted here because when we were editing this, we didn't want to play it. But these are sexual messages that talk about having sex with children and talk about sexual acts with children. They're all related to sexual acts with children, and they're played intentionally and directly right next to little children.
And by the way, saying, dude, oh my God, I don't know what they're saying. That ain't going to fly. That's not going to fly. That's like saying, as an example, I didn't mean to get drunk and drive that car into a building. You know, I didn't mean to do that. Too bad. Well, you did it. And this ain't going to fly, pal. Maybe you shouldn't have let that TTS play. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't just let that TTS play. Maybe you should have turned it off, sir. Better yet, maybe you should have never went to South Korea Disneyland and acted a fool.
In Korean, and they're in Korean language, right? So they're muted here, right? Now he's pretending they don't know what they're saying, but once again, this is what you call willful negligence. He knew, as you could see, that they were children, and he was happy they were children.
Yep.
I'm going to jail.
So he realizes in that moment what he's doing is wrong.
Yes, sir. You are going to jail. I'm here for it, man. That Vitaly guy, he's in a lot of trouble. I covered him yesterday. These nuisance streamers, there's some guys in Japan doing these somersaults on the cherry blossom trees. Japan, you guys need to step it up. You already screwed up with Johnny Somali. You should have put his ass in jail then. But these Asian countries, man, they're not screwing around anymore. They're not screwing around anymore. That Vitaly guy, he's probably going to prison, man. For real. He's already in prison, but he's probably going to get some heavy sentencing when that happens. And I'm here for it, man. Don't go to these other countries and act like a fool. Like, this is good life lessons learned, not just from them, but for other people. Don't go to these Asian countries. Don't go to any country and act a fool. You don't live there. You are a guest. And you make us look bad. Americans already have a bad rap visiting other countries because they see us as rude and all kinds of shit. You're just making that worse for all of us. Most people don't go to other countries and act like asses. So, you reap what you sow. And I don't feel bad for any of these people. They brought it on themselves. I can't stand nuisance streamers. Most people can't. And good on Kick. Kick removed Vitaly from their platform. I guess he was going to get a deal. Not anymore.
He realized it, and he doesn't silence the TTS. He keeps it playing at full blast. He says, I'm going to jail. He knows what he's doing is wrong. He knows it's about children. He knows it's been sexual. All night the messages have been sexual. And he keeps doing it. And he keeps it on.
I'm going to get kicked out of here, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. The ringtone. Sorry. My ringtone.
So he plays some more. I think I played some of that. Here's more. it continues to get worse for him.
He's pretending it's his ringtone. He's not turning it down intentionally. Once again, willful negligence, even if he doesn't.
And look at the hand gestures. Please turn down the volume. Please turn it down. Being kind and polite, as people usually are in these countries. Nope. He's just going to keep it loud. So this is probably another business crime.
Understand the text. Willful negligence around children.
Disturbing business. That's a big thing over there.
He was calling me on the phone. Down. Okay.
He keeps it on full blast, by the way.
Of course he does.
Fuck, bro. Sorry.
알못을 왜
Oh, they have a security. They have a security. They think I'm getting kicked out? You think I'm getting kicked out? They're calling security.
See, they shut down the ride and they call security. Obstruction and child.
Obstruction of business again. Woo! You're done, buddy. You are done. Let's listen to some more updates.
Shall we? And then I'll get to all your comments here. Let's read through the statute. So, Article 1 of the Child Welfare Act. This is what he violated here. The purpose of this act is to guarantee the welfare of children so they can be born healthy and grow up happily and safely. Is that not a basic human right? Is that not basic human dignity? Is that not something that, people can disagree about other charges, but is this not something we could all stand together and say, you know what? There's a line. You're around children. You know that sexual, vile, nasty messages have been playing all night. Maybe, regardless of whether they're in English or Korean, you shouldn't be playing them. He even said, I'm going to jail. He knew. In all activities concerning children, the interests of children should be considered among others. Prohibited acts, Article 17. No person shall engage in any of the following acts. Having a child engage in lewd acts, or, and here it is, committing sexual harassment or sexual abuse against a child that will make him feel sexually ashamed.
And that's the big one.
So the question is...
That's the big one. Did they feel ashamed when he played that? If they can find one of those kids to come in there and testify, that's going to be even worse for him. Here is the sentencing. This isn't just a fine he can pay.
And the penalty is severe. The penalty is imprisonment with labor. How does that read? With labor. Enter the cabbages. For not more than 10 years or a fine of not exceeding 50 million won. Imprisonment with labor for up to 10 years and a fine of up to 50 million won. It can be both, by the way. It can be both.
He's cooked. Great super chat right there. So he's done. I don't think we need to go anymore. This is going over the deepfake stuff. So he has 2 victims on the deepfake thing. He also has now this obstruction of business. And keep in mind, the 2 Lottie World charges right here, those aren't official yet. However, they are with the prosecutor, which means he's likely going to be charged with them. I'd say 100% going to be charged. And Legal Mindset, who's been right about a lot of shit on here, is pretty confident that's going to happen. So this guy is toast. And he brought all of it on himself. All of it on himself. And the fact that all these big... So this isn't the Express Tribune, I don't know a lot about them. But a lot of outlets are picking up this guy. Mainstream outlets like CNBC, NBC, CNN, I think even covered him. There's a lot of interest on him now. And I think there's a lot of pressure on South Korea now to put him in jail. Because it's not just the South Korean people that are watching now, it's the world. Like everybody is kind of interested in what's going to happen to Johnny Somali. And I think for sure, 100%, this dude is going to jail. He's not just getting deported, he's going to jail. And, if that comes with forced labor, It'll be a hard lesson to learn, won't it be? So we'll be watching. We're going to have some breaks now because I think now he truly is going to go quiet. So I don't think unless there's a new charge, I don't think there'll be any more updates. But, him just sitting around now feeling scared about this is even better. And he looks scared. So from what I understand, he's going to go quiet now, which is something he should have done. Before. I guess the police don't like him there. That was a thing. Some stuff leaked out about him. I guess all of the police hate him. Everybody hates him. So, you got all these people saying he needs to get the book thrown at him over there. I think it's going to happen. And man, this is all your own fault. You shouldn't have done this. And now you're going to have a lot of time to think about it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.